Good morning, folks. It's Labor Day. We stayed home this weekend because we had a death in the family, and we lost my niece Thursday to a traffic accident. So I guess I'll start another episode on this boat restoration just to keep my mind off of stuff. But enough of that. Anyway, what I'm planning on doing today is taking this apart and taking the carpeting off of it, and then what I'm going to do is move this seat over this way, and then I got my additional seat mount in. I'm going to put it in the middle, and then we'll be able to either place that seat in the center or that seat into the center. And my wife, she's more interested in having a seat with a back on it, and she'll be the one doing most of the fishing from the back. Once I get the trolling motor up there, I'll be up there working the trolling motor, and that's the game plan. And then I need to get another piece of plywood so I can get this done. I also got to get some more butcher paper. I probably need to go ahead and recoat the top of this too. I figure if I can paint an airplane, I can probably do the clear coat on this too. And then I want to find some touch-up paint to clean this engine up and make it look a little better than what it does. It doesn't need to look like it's 1,000 years old. I guess we've always wanted a bass boat. Finally got one, and I need to make a new piece of wood for this, or cut a new piece of wood, and then start taking this stuff apart and recovering it. Just kind of clean it up, make it look good. I need to pull the battery out of it too and put mine in there so that the original owner can have that back. And then I got to pull this this mount for the head unit. Got to take it out because he wants it, and that's no big deal because I've got a fish finder I can put back on this. That's not a problem. But when I pull this apart, I'm going to do what I did with the floorboard up here. I'm going to coat it with fiberglass resin, and once it dries, I'll get the carpet back on it, reattach the seats, and actually mount it back into the boat. Once I get that started, then I'll go ahead and get the cover that I bought for it, get it out and get it on. Anyway, that's where we're going to start. I'll keep you posted and bring you back when I get little things done to it. See you shortly. Alright, folks, X marks the spot. I've got my DeWalt drill out. It's low RPM, high torque. I bought it by accident from a pawn shop out there by where we've got our camper. And I had it, and I've got a Hitachi that's a lot higher RPM, and I was having issues with it trying to drill mortise and tenon joints in my log furniture that I do. And so I started doing some product research, and Lumberjack Tools had a Milwaukee that had like I think it was 450 RPM or something like that. This one here's 550, but man, I didn't know I had the right tool for the job at the time I was looking. And just looking for low RPM, high torque drills, this one here happened to pop up on the search engine feed, and so I got to researching it and found out that that was the right one. You know, it's a little higher RPM than the Milwaukee, but this one here does the job, and I mean, it does you better hold on to it because it will get after them logs. Anyhow, I've got a 3-inch Forstner bit on there to cut into that hole, and reason being, if you'll look down at that mount area, it's it tapers out and gets wider, so I gotta have a wider hole for it. So I'm gonna get that done, and I've already got this drilled out to relocate the other seat, and then that one there, and of course we'll have that third seat for people to ride in, and it can be pulled up and used on the pedestal for the wife. Anyhow, I'm going to get back to work, and I'll bring you back when I get some more progress made. As soon as I get that drilled out, I think the next project will be mixing up some more resin. Hopefully this time I won't trip over anything and pour it all over myself. And I'll get this coated, and then when it dries, I'll start putting it together as far as the framework, and then we'll get it carpeted and get the seats put back on it. Okay, here we go. Alright, this will give you kind of the idea. We're rolling to the fishing hole. We have the option of that center seat, and then of course it can be pulled out, put up on the pedestal there on the back of the boat, and the wife can fish. I probably bought one too many of them pedestal seats, but yeah, you know, you never know how long they last, so I'll have two of them. So this will probably stay with the boat, and I can promise you my wife is going to be more interested in fishing with that and having a backrest than the other type of seating. So, all right, now that that's all done up and drilled and all that fun stuff, it's time to fiberglass the wood and get all my pieces gathered together and put together. So I'll bring you back and I get some more progress made. Alright, here it is. It's evening time. I think it's a little bit after 4. Been kind of plinking around off and on all day, but I got this covered with the fiberglass resin. And this item here that you see is what's going to go up against the this back panel here on the boat. So I need to get my vacuum out, clean that area up, and I'm going to go ahead and install that back piece and start getting it prepared for the other parts. Yeah, I've got to coat this piece here. That's where my seats will be attached, and then there's another piece over here. It's got carpet on it and stuff. That's gonna have to be rebuilt because it's busted right there. I mean, I could probably fix that with glue, use what I got, but yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, there's a small dent in it, I guess. Once I get that coated and that attached to that piece, then I will get the carpet out, cover it, and reinstall it back down into the boat. And that part will be done. And then it's a matter, again, of building this deck up and recovering the doors and stuff, and eventually I'll get some more gel coat after this and cover up my metal flake again. Be good as new. We're getting close. Anyhow, I'll bring you back when I get something else done with it. Okay, I just screwed down this particular floorboard. I'm fixing to attach that, and then I'll get to work on the other piece. And hopefully crap fits. Anyway. The bench that the seats will be attached to, I've got the repairs made there with the glue. I got these screwed together again, about maybe 11 inches apart maybe. And I might go back through and add some additional screws. I just want to make sure it's good and safe and stout. And I don't want anybody getting hurt. As soon as I get this done, I think that rubber backing might be all I need for this old marine grade plywood, so I'm just going to cover it. And heck, it should do it. Anyhow, I'll get back to work. Bring you back when I get a little more finished. Okay, guys, welcome back again. This is what I got done. Kind of experimental. You're not going to see this anyway. And just wrapping them around and hitting it tight with the staple gun worked better than, I trimmed all the excess off of that side is what I did. Now I got to punch my holes here and here and here and here, and these 6 holes here, 4 more holes here, and I'll start attaching the seats and stuff. And then when I get that done and I'm gonna install it down inside the boat, screw it down, get the cover for it. But I also need to clean up that mess from earlier. I guess I did that yesterday or so. Digging some bolts out of an old seat that was rotted. And then that right there is next. Anyhow, see you in a few. Okay, I got the outer seats mounted. The center seat deal is also mounted. I got it stuck in there. That's what it'll look like when I get it down in the boat. Fixing to drop it in, screw it down, if it'll fit. Wah, wah. Alright, I'll bring you back as soon as this thing gets installed, and then we're going to put the top on it. Okay, folks, here it is. Thought I'd finish this up tonight. It's all covered. Sit down here without hurting myself. We have the option of running that little seat right here, or we can put this seat in the middle. It was a concern as far as wrists and stuff, but yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Or like I said, we can put one of them seats in it. But that way, it still gives us the room that we need to get in and out. Like I said, this seat can be put in its place. Or we can just leave that one there. And then of course I got the new poles for that. Next on the project list, we're going to fix this. Probably do it the same way we've done. Just put a sheet of plywood over the holes there and put that plate back down. But we're just that much closer. I'm going to bring this video to a close as far as this episode, and we'll pick up again on the next episode when I start doing the front deck on it. And then after that, we'll replace the carpet on these live well doors and stuff. Alright, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Okay, I guess I'm not done with this video yet. I bought this cover from Amazon and it came with this pole. And it's made out of cheap plastic. And I already broke one of the little pieces down here. It's all cracked to hell. Well, you can't see the crack in it now, but you know, if you're gonna include something like this, as far as having a little stand, at least give us something that works. So that'll be one of my next projects for this. Is I will recreate their little stand with my own wooden stand. You know, but there's some folks in government that think we need to be okay with that cheap shit like that. I'm not, and they're certainly not putting cheap shit together at their place, so there you go.